Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my liminal space of possibilities bathroom, which is like my favorite place in the house, the place I have the most fun in. And I am dressed for Valentine's Day with me. I know, kind of crazy. Who does this? Well, that's what makes a great Facebook Live. So, the question I'm asking this morning is, will you be your own Valentine? And that is a thought that got me right up, right into the bathroom upstairs to put my face on, put my favorite necklace of all time, put my, I'm going out in the world, fabulous dress that I haven't worn in a couple of years because, COVID doesn't really lend itself to this unless you change it. So being the renegade that I am, I thought what would be so cool is to dress like this and hang out with you. Just makes me laugh. So, and a little imperfection doesn't even show. My nose is doing great. So what happened this morning is somebody that I love dearly, and when she sees this, she will know it's her. She got a bookmark for her husband, and it says, the man I love, and there's a little poem in it. And yes, I've got things to read. It says, the man I love sees the best in me, overlooks the worst in me, loves the soul inside of me, and makes a happy man of me. And she went, oh my gosh, I got that for my husband. And I saw it before I saw her comments about it. I saw it and I thought, how cool is that? Here's someone who's giving Valentine's to themselves. And that got me all excited. and that sent me directly down here to you. So the interesting thing is that I have a thing about Valentine's Day. And hi, good morning. And my thing about Valentine's Day is I'm married to this guy, 32 years, and we skipped Valentine's Day a lot of years. I mean, we're doing things. We've been, we've had 11 years here where we're being really focused on mom. So there's a lot of things going on, and we skip it. But guess what? That's because, and we laugh about it, because we have Valentine's Day every day here. Every single day is the day we look at our partner and, just cherish them the way you do on Valentine's Day. And so it lends us the opportunity to recognize that the person that we most need to have Valentine's Day for and with is ourselves. Because the interesting thing is that when you love yourself, it primes you to love other people. Now, I've had an interesting week this week, and I had some big personal work to do yesterday. And yeah, I help people do personal work. And me doing my own personal work, it's just like loving yourself. Loving yourself makes it easier to love other people. And doing your own personal work makes it easy for me as a coach to help other people do their personal work. So the thought I had this morning that I really want to share with you is, what if, and here's a renegade act, what if loving yourself today, just, you don't have to do it all day, you don't have to get all selfish about it, but if you just took, 5 minutes in the bathroom, looked in your eyes and said, girl, mostly it's girl who's watching me, but it could be guy, hey bro, look at the mirror in your eyes and go, you know what, you are awesome and I love you. Like, wow. Get dressed up for yourself. Okay, and if you've got kids to get to school, you can't act like this. If you've got a job where you've got to be, at work, you can't act like this. That doesn't mean you can't pick a time this day that you can, do something that's your version of this. Because really, who does this, right? So here's the thing that's interesting, and I had this conversation yesterday with part of the work I was doing. When so many of us believe and are raised to believe that, it's getting other people to love us. That's our job. And so I know, and I did this for years. I'm not pointing a finger out there in the world without pointing three fingers back at me. I used to do this all the time. So give my love to other people so they would give theirs. Good morning, Monica. So they would give theirs back to me. Like so many people do that. It's a thing. Because that's what we've been raised to believe. Because the one person in the world we need to love the most, we don't ever get trained to love. Because, that'd be too selfish. That wouldn't be right. So we need to give our love to other people in the hopes and sometimes demands that they love us back. Well, here's the bad news about that. The bad news about that is that sets up an expectations. I give you, and then you have to give me. And then the other person has no choice. And then the relationship turns out to have no life in it because you've squeezed all the choice out. And not on purpose and not consciously. It's kind of crazy. And so how many times do we get in situations, trust me, done them all the time, raised like this, and they didn't know any better. Good people who just didn't know any better. It was my job to love up. My job to love up. So it wasn't safe for me to love me. It took me a long time to love me. And before I could meet Chuck Beatty and have him love me, I had to love me first. Isn't that crazy? So this Valentine's Day, what I'm celebrating is the power of being your own Valentine. And the power of having those moments of time, if you're in an unfinished bathroom that feels like possibility to you or any other place. The point is, when you love you first, it helps you love your children more. It helps you love your spouse more. It helps you love the world more. And it helps you be less disappointed when other people don't do what you want them to do. Because they're never going to do what you want them to do. They're going to do what they want to do. And a lot of times, if you play your cards right, those things align. But mostly, if we don't all have the freedom to love as we choose and act as we choose, it gets kind of hard in our relationships. Yes, it does. I love this. I have Monica. Yes! And so I'm celebrating that today with I've had these earrings. I don't get to wear this all the time, but I love them so much. They make me so happy. I just put them on because I can. So I bet you've got something that you just love. I bet you have something in your closet that you just love. That if you put it on, you just feel like $1,000,000. So why would you wait for someone else to impress when you could put it on for you and carry that feeling with you all day? So I think you get my point. I know there's a 1, 2, 3 here. Number 1 is Valentine's Day is an awesome day. And I am wishing you an amazing day. And I'm also wishing you that you make Valentine's Day every day. Because how cool would that be? And not all that chocolate, right? You don't need roses every day. It's just a big smile on your face and how much I love you to yourself. Number 2, when we love other people because we love ourselves first, they can do whatever they want to do. They can love us back. They can ignore us. They can, we love because we can, not because of what they do or don't do. And that is absolutely huge freedom. And number 3, this is a practice. I didn't get here overnight, and I'm not expecting that you will. And I want to leave you with the idea that it's possible. The first person who told me to look in my eyes in the mirror and just be with myself, that was over 40 years ago. And it's been a process. So it's not instant. And as a practice every day, smiling at yourself in the mirror, there's not a mirror that I pass that I don't look and wink. It's like, girl, you are rocking this because it's funny and it makes me happy. And me being happy actually lights up the world that I inhabit. And my light reflects yours. Each one of us is born with light. And so when we love ourselves, we kind of stoke the flames of that light. So what I'm wishing you for Valentine's Day is an amazing, gorgeous, glorious day full of love for yourself and full of appreciation and love for the people in your world who love you so much and who see what maybe you don't see. And the more of us who do this, the brighter the light in the world is. Thanks for joining me live or on the replay. I'm Maya Beatty, and I'll see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day!